Hi, my name's John. Welcome to another Banggood tool review. In this review we're going to be doing a set of metric drills from 1mm to 13mm, they're Cobalt based drills. Before I get started on the review, I want to make one or two things perfectly clear as usual. The first thing is, Banggood don't make these, they import them from China. The second thing is, they've given these to me completely free of charge to do with whatever I want. The last thing is, I'll put a link in the description box to the video. If you click on the link and you buy a set of these, or you buy anything through clicking on my link, I do get a small commission from Banggood. As I keep saying, it won't allow us to retire, but it does help us to buy little bits and pieces of camera gear for the shop to make better and more videos. Anyway, that being said, let's make a start. There's one thing you can rest assured, that I will give these an honest and fair trial. I'll not piss about with them. I will use them for what they're meant to be used for, which is drilling hard material. If they're shite, I'll say they're shite. There's no bullshit here. I don't need to. Anyway, let's get on with the video. These drills come in this plastic box and they're just inside a plastic bag. I have used them. The first thing I noticed was the box is broken. The plastic drill index is broken. It's not the end of the world, but it's annoying. Right, so the plastic drill index is not a great lot of use. You could mount this onto a base, just use it like that, or buy a metal drill index. Not the end of the world, but it's annoying that the box is broken. Right, that's the first thing. The drills are heavy, so they're not just ordinary steel. They must have cobalt in them. They've got a very strange grind on the end. I'll try and get a close up, and you can see how they've been ground. They've got like a step on them. On the actual cutting face on the flank, they've got a step. They have been relieved as well. The back has been ground out of them. Quite an interesting grind. I'm not sure how they'll work. Obviously, when you come to regrind them, you'll not be able to put that on. Just a straightforward sharpening job. All the way down to 4mm are sharpened that way. The other ones are just conventionally sharpened. Each drill's got a size rate on. That's a 9.5. It's got HSS 9.5 CO8, which is the cobalt part of it. Right, that's enough talking. Let's get some bits of material and drill some holes. These are the materials I'm going to drill. I've got a piece of stainless steel hexibar there, a piece of aluminium, that's AN8, that's ordinary mild steel bar, and that's AN16. I have got some real hard stuff, some D2 tool steel. I'll give them a little go on that as well. I'm going to use centre drills. I'm not going to try and snap the drills, I'm going to use them properly. So the first thing we'll do, probably the aluminium. I know for a fact it's going to drill aluminium, so we'll have a go at the aluminium first. Right, you would expect that, no problem at all, like a knife through butter. You could do a run slightly faster, but it's certainly put a go through there. This time we'll try a 6mm drill into mild steel. No pilot drill once again, a little bit of cutting oil. That's going through there quite nicely. What I can do is try a 6mm dowel pin in that hole, and that's not a bad fit. That's a 6mm dowel pin into there, so that shows that it's actually cutting a 6mm hole. That's a good fit in there. I'll try a bigger drill straight into the same hole. A little bit slower this time. Not much of a matter with that. I wouldn't expect that to be drilling ordinary mild steel. There's a lot of smoke comes off this oil, it's not actually getting that hot. It's just the way it works. It's the same nearest thing I get now to a cigarette. Right, so that's aluminium, mild steel. Right, this is stainless steel hex bar. So the foam's on that. Once again, no pilot roll. That's quite impressive on stainless. Once again, we'll try the roll pin in the hole, and that really is good fit in there. It's a nice fit. A little bit slower this time. Okay, so that's a stainless, no problem at all. This is the AN16, same 6mm drill. I have put a little starting hole in there. This is good quality steel. I'm putting a reasonable amount of pressure on there, but not excessive. I've got some really expensive Cobalt drills, and that isn't a great lot of difference in the amount of pressure I'm having to put on this to a really expensive one. Right, now for the AN8, I've gone down to a 5mm drill. Once again, there's no pilot, it's a flat base, it should start straight away. That's actually moved in the vise. Like that. Right, so it's cutting that quite easily. For a comparison, I've got a 5mm drill that I use for drilling out broken studs. These are an expensive drill. I'll give that a try and see if it's any more, how much more cutting pressure it actually takes. You just have to take my word for how much I'm pushing on the drill here. But these are really expensive, branded drills, designed for drilling really hard material. And it's not a great lot of difference between the shooting cherry Banggood and that one. In fact, the Banggood one seems to cut it easier actually, if anything. That's actually cutting better than me super duper expensive drill. One thing you will notice as well that both the pieces of swarf are the same size, which means that the drill's sharp and right. It's cutting in the centre of the drill, so it'll actually be cutting a 5mm hole. Right, I've got a big old English whipwash spanner here, which is absolutely as hard as a hob's of hell. We'll give that a go. Centre drill first. Right, I must admit I'm impressed with that. Very impressed. I'll try the 5mm into that roll. I mean, I don't see what else I can do other than drill holes. I don't actually want to break these drills. I want to keep them and use them. You will see us using them on a regular basis. So if they don't start to go wrong, you'll know. It's at the bottom of the 3mm hole. And then we're drilling straight through 5mm. I can hear people now saying that's all well and good in a milling machine or a big drill press. Let's try freehand on stainless. What you must not do with stainless is let it get hot. Once it gets hot, the drill gets hot, the stainless work hardens, and that's it. I'm putting a fair bit of weight on there. It is doing the job, and people using the slot tool to do that with them. That's total drill abuse, not what they're for. I'm sure you'll agree that I've given the drills a fair run for their money. I haven't abused them, but I haven't been playing with them either. The question is, will I buy this set of drills for my workshop? Absolutely. I think they're real good value for money. They've done exactly what they're supposed to do. They've drilled holes in various grades of metal, both on the drill, press and freehand. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget, there is a link at the beginning. Click the link, buy a set of these. Help me buy more camera gear and make more videos. Anyway, thanks for watching. A set of these for my workshop, absolutely. Ah, you bastard! Oh, John, man.